There's a ton of content out there, and if you don't know where to start, it can be overwhelming, even paralyzing. So let's fix that. Welcome to Simply Cyber, a community of tens of thousands of aspiring and active cybersecurity professionals focused on networking, knowledge sharing, and professional development. I'm Dr. Gerald, Auger, Chief Content Creator at Simply Cyber, inviting you to get the answers to your cybersecurity problems with hundreds of cybersecurity videos answering your frequently asked questions, interviewing industry experts, and live streaming daily cyber threat briefings hosted by me. Now get the stories and insights you won't find anywhere else. Hit subscribe now and dig into all the fresh content on the channel and in the community. Nothing should stop you from launching and leveling up your cybersecurity career today. All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Simply Cyber Daily Cyber Threat Briefing. This is episode number 603, I think. I can't see it on stream, but I think it's 603. It is Wednesday, April 17th, 2024. Good morning to everybody. I'm coming to you live from the remote mobile studio here in Greenville, South Carolina, where I will be speaking at SC HIMSS, keynoting, I might add, at 9 a.m. Eastern. So we're doing a 2x speed on the show today. We are going to do Worldwide Wednesday. We are going to get into it. But it is going to be a hot mess express, especially since they had Folgers coffee here at the hotel, which is absolutely gross. So I'm, you know, just please, we will get through this crisis together. So I hope everybody's well. I can't wait. If you're new here, basically we're going to shred the top cybersecurity news stories of the day. It's episode 602. The mods are telling me, and Laura Flores. I do want to say good morning to Michael Gutierrez, Laura Flores, Billy DP, Marcus Schuyler of the Yeet Crew, Anthony, Paul Savage, folks over on LinkedIn, like Raymond Cruz and Logan Fuller, all the mods, like Casually Joseph, BSEC, Kimberly on the couch. Guys, I'm super pumped. We're going to shred the top cybersecurity news stories of the day, and I'll be giving my expert opinion and analysis on what you can do with this news in order to drive cyber risk reduction for your business stakeholders. Or if you're looking to break into the industry, you're going to get value here from you. Again, it's 2x speed today simply because of my other obligations, but please bear with me as we get through it. Now, of course, I'm very, very happy to share that, you know, every single episode I get here, every single weekday morning to share with you guys the top cyber news. But I do have to thank the stream sponsors, starting with Delete Me, who's a current sponsor on a trial basis. And ooh, you can't even really see that here. Let me drop this really quickly. Let me run through this read really quick. And let's do that. And let's do this. We are going to be having an awesome show today, guys. So basically, as a person that exists publicly, since I share my opinions and hot takes daily, I'm hyper aware of safety and security, especially because I have a family, and it's really easy to find my personal information and yours probably online, which totally sucks. But I recently found a solution, and the service is called Delete Me. Delete Me is a subscription service that removes your personal info from the largest people search databases on the web, and in the process helps prevent potential ID theft, doxing, and phishing scams. And when you sign up to tell Delete Me what data you want deleted, they go off and take care of it. It's like really, really hands-off. I love it. It's actually my favorite part of the service. And you get a personalized privacy report every month. I've only gotten one report, but it was very informative, showing what they found, what they removed. It's basically like they're reporting to you. And the cool thing is that they do all the hard work. So take control of your data, keep your private life private by signing up for Delete Me now with the special discount for Simply Cyber listeners like all of you. Kimberly can fix it, and also known as Dave. Today, get 20% off your Delete Me plan when you go to joindeleteme.com/simplycyber and use my promo code simplycyber at checkout. The only way to get 20% off, y'all, is to go to joindeleteme.com/simplycyber and enter the code simplycyber at checkout. That's joindeleteme.com/simplycyber. All right, thank you so much to Delete Me for sponsoring that. Guys, I hope you guys are pumped. I do not prep or research for any of the stories we're going to be going through. Side note, today, very, very odd situation. I did not pack headphones because I'm a complete dope. And I did this in Deadwood, and Jesse Johnson was there with headphones, and I don't have headphones, so I literally cannot hear the music. I cannot hear the sounds. I cannot hear the podcast. So I will be playing it on my mobile phone. Whoops. in sync with you guys, but there could be some shenanigans, so stay tuned for that as well. Hey, Alana Boyajian, good to see you. Yakin Vet, Joel Harrison, it's so great to see everybody. Let's do a little wow for the squad members. I also want to say shout out to Barricade Cyber Solutions for continuing to sponsor the show. Eric told me to take a little breather on that. So just barricadecyber.com if you need incident response capabilities. Now, remember, every single episode is worth half a CPE, so be sure to say what's up in chat, hashtag TeamSC in chat. Just grab a screenshot, save it off, and when you do your CPEs, you're good to go. Now, on Wednesdays, it is Worldwide Wednesday, which I am super pumped about. Oh, hold on. We can't have the podcast going here. I am super pumped for Worldwide Wednesday. I know it's tough to see on the screen, but what's about to happen? Hey, Tom Bishop, are you going to bring Italy online? I hope so. All right, guys, so here's the deal. Every single Wednesday, we get to go live and see if how many people in the community, hashtag TeamSC, is international. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, let's do this really quickly. I want to tell everybody that Worldwide Wednesday, it feels like a lot of sponsors today, but just bear with me. Worldwide Wednesday is presented by IT Pro from ACI Learning, the international online training solution that professionals in audit, cyber, and IT turn to for binge-worthy content. Use my promo code SimplyCyber30 to get 30% off your first month or first year. All right, guys, so here's the deal. In about 2 seconds, I'm going to turn the music up. We're going to go Daft Punk all the way. And I just need you to yell out where you are, and we're going to see if we can go around the world in less than 2 minutes and 22 seconds. So setting the clock to 2 minutes, 22 seconds. Hold on. Hold on. Come on. Those are rookie numbers. Let's go. All right, guys. Let's go. Tell me where you're at. I see Germany. Very nice. Good to see you, Germany, coming online. Where we got? Gulf Coast of Mexico. Carrie's bringing Texas online. Very nice. Who else we got? Another Florida. Flow Ride is in the house. Good morning, Jenny Housley. It's good to see you. All right. Random country time. Let's go. Texas, I got you. Good morning, Alfredo. New York, Tom Bishop. Are you in Italy? Hey, Philadelphia. I see you, brotherly love. Jason Anderson bringing Canada online. What's up, Israel? Gil, always in regular attendance. Good to see you. Gil, I can't get Israel right now because my resolution's ridiculous, but we know you're there. Central Florida, South Carolina, Waterloo, Michigan. Nice, nice, nice. Colorado's in the house. A lot of America today. Chala from Ethiopia bringing Africa online. Very nice. Hey, Philly. Boston, Mass. Wicked Pissa, George Strasburger. DC's in the house. Oh, I love it. Tulsa. Good to see you. We got Ethiopia, so don't sweat that. Cali, West Coast. Thanks for getting up early, Ernest Pruitt. South Carolina in the house. Mad Destroyer. I wonder if you're at the conference I'm at. Motaz Bella bringing Egypt online. I see you, Egypt. Very nice. Connecticut. All right. Bedford, New Hampshire's in the house. Right near Manch, Vegas. Sicily. Thank you, Tom, from the boot. We got Italy. Where's our, Sweden. Very nice. I like Sweden. Sweden's cool. All right. Where is our, we got Turkey. All right. It's a little Middle East action coming online. Hey there, UK, bringing on the Big Island, across the pond, if you will. Pip, pip, cheerio. What's up, Jackson, Michigan? We got South America missing. We got Asia missing. We got, Bangalore, India, bringing Asia online. Very nice. I love it. Thank you so much, South Africa. Look at this. Africa's coming on strong, bro. I love it. I love it. I love it. Alabama, what's up? Nebraska, what's up? We want to see the mobile setup. Yeah, Frederico, I'll show it to you. Just give me a second. I took it there. It's pretty gnarly. Norway, look at you guys, you fjord countries. Yeah, I said it. Fjord. The Philippines. Hello. Where are the Philippines? Come on. Indonesia, Philippines. There we go. Philippines online. Spain is online. Europe's making a push right at the very end. 10 seconds, y'all. KSA. Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, I know the acronym. Romania, you guys are getting crazy right now. Europe's pushing hard on you. Manch Vegas, you know what's up. All right. So that looks like that's time. Let's see how we did. Australia, oi. We lost on Australia. Colombia came in right at the last minute. Very nice, Colombia, for bringing South America online. We will need to get a resident Australian too. Do we have an Australian? Did we get one? Aussie here, Freaky Bob bringing it online. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you all so very much. We just went around the world, absolutely dominating. And the whole reason I love doing around the world is simply to point out that the Simply Cyber community is freaking diverse, international, and just absolutely epic. Way to go, everybody. Straight crushing it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so now, because for sake of time, we're already 16 minutes in and I only have 14 minutes left, we're going to have to move quick. So do me a favor, sit back, relax, wicked quick. We're going to do the turbo edition of Simply Cyber Daily Cyber Threat Brief.
Series, it's cybersecurity headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Wednesday, April 17th, 2024. I'm Steve Prentice. Cisco announces breach of multi-factor authentication message provider. One of the providers used by Cisco to send multi-factor authentication messages was breached by a threat actor on April 1st. This according to an email message sent from Cisco to its customers. The breached company, Duo, D-U-O, was acquired by Cisco in 2018. According to the email, the attacker, quote, breached the system of a telephony supplier that Duo uses to send MFA messages through texts and phone calls to its customers, end quote. The attacker used the credentials of an employee of that telephone supplier, which it allegedly attained through a phishing attack. From this, the attacker was able to download a set of MFA SMS message logs pertaining to customers' Duo accounts. According to The Record, quote, Duo has more than 40,000 customers and offers its services to state and federal government agencies as well as school districts and universities. Some of its more high-profile customers include Lyft, Yelp, Box, and
Okay,
Amerigas,
so
end quote.
Real quick, I did turn the
Bad
volume up
bots
a little
drive
bit. I'm going to
10%
goose it a
annual
little bit
surge
more.
in account takeover
So
attacks.
hopefully that helps,
Internet
guys.
traffic associated with
Let me
malicious
know.
bots
You know,
now accounts
I'm trying to
for
get the audio right. I
1/3
literally
total
can't hear it
internet
myself.
traffic, a 10-year increase
So
year
here,
on year.
we talked about this
is
story the other
according
day.
to a
Basically,
security firm
Duo was
Imperva
acquired
in
by
its 2024
Cisco a little while ago.
Bad Bot
They got
report.
breached by a threat actor.
Bots
The thing
overall
is,
account for just
at least the
about
way it was
50%
reported
of
last
all
Friday,
internet
is that
traffic,
they just
and
got the
bots
phone
accounted for
numbers
30%
of the
all
people that the
API
telephony
attacks
service
in
was sending
2023,
SMS messages to. It's not
17%
like
of
they
which were
breached in
designed to
and were
exploit
sending fake
business logic
SMS messages
vulnerabilities.
or were posing as Duo
Interestingly, bad
and doing a
bot
man in the
traffic
middle or
originating from
adversary in the middle attack.
residential
So
ISPs
this to me
surged
was
to
only interesting
26%.
because it was Cisco and it was
Nani
Duo.
Singh,
And it,
General Manager of Application Security at Imperva, warned that bots are capable
oh shit,
of...
sorry. Whoops, sorry, Kennedy. Hold on one second. All right. I got it. Okay. So we'll get it straightened out, okay? So basically, we covered this story. Let's go on to the next one. Sorry, everybody.
Lyft, Yelp, Box, and Amerigas, end quote. Bad bots drive 10% annual surge in account takeover attacks. Internet traffic associated with malicious bots now accounts for 1/3 of total internet traffic, a 10-year increase year on year. This is according to a security firm Imperva in its 2024 Bad Bot report. Bots overall account for just about 50% of all internet traffic, and bots accounted for 30% of all API attacks in 2023, 17% of which were designed to exploit business logic vulnerabilities. Interestingly, bad bot traffic originating from residential ISPs surged to 26%. Nani Singh, General Manager of Application Security at Imperva, warned that bots are capable of web scraping, account takeovers, spam, denial of service, and data exfiltration, and she adds, quote, automated bots will soon surpass the proportion of internet traffic coming from humans, end quote. A link to this report from Imperva is available in the show notes to this episode.
Okay, so this totally tracks, right? This is a bad bot report. Guys, bots are easy to write. You can write them with Python. There's tons of scripts. API calls can be done all over the place. The fact that my Chiron isn't working right now is because they've actually blocked IP addresses from having bots basically scrape these type of things. So it's a real thing. Basically, if you are a SecOps person, a defender, I would check out this report, especially if you're responsible for application security where you're writing APIs and they can be queried by bots. I don't know if the report goes into best practices on mitigating the risk of bad bot behavior versus, good bot behavior. Because like when you write a bot, typically, you're scripting it in order to do things. With the advent of AI and ChatGPT bots and all these other things, this is the way that we're going. So it's literally, you're not going to stop bots from happening. You just need to mitigate bad bots from happening. All right, continuing on again with the turbo edition of the show.
LockBit 3.0 variant generates custom self-propagating malware. Following up on a story we covered last August, LockBit 3.0 continues to bite, this time, quote, using stolen credentials to launch a sophisticated attack against an unidentified organization in West Africa, end quote. Researchers at Kaspersky discovered this latest variant in March. They expressed concerns about its ability to generate custom self-propagating ransomware that is difficult to defend against. In this attack, the ransomware was able to disable Windows Defender, encrypt network shares, and delete Windows event logs to avoid discovery. It can also infect specific Word and Excel files. Change Healthcare data now announced as for sale. According to an
Okay, this right here is why LockBit is considered a tier 1 God mode tier or whatever, S tier if you're into Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z or whatever. Like, this is why they're awesome. Their code works consistently. It can bypass EDR, disable EDR solutions. It can hide its tracks. It has self-propagating capabilities, persistence mechanisms, C2 infrastructure. Like this, if you want to study a good threat actor and good malware, go look at LockBit, because like you might as well learn from the best. That way you can mitigate and have the right defenses and everything. Hitting a country in West Africa, I mean, Nigeria is blowing up a little bit as far as developing. There's some other Western African countries. They didn't say which one. It doesn't really matter. LockBit, honestly, they don't care. They'll hit a African country. They'll hit Australia. They'll hit Toronto. They don't give a damn. What they want to get is straight cash, homie.
Straight cash, homie.
All right, let's keep going.
Individual known as Dark Web Informer posting on X, formerly Twitter, data belonging to Change Healthcare, Optum Group, and United Healthcare Group is now for sale. This person's tweet includes a screenshot allegedly taken from a dark market website, which offers data from affected groups including Medicare, CVS Caremark, MetLife, and Teachers Health Trust, among many others. The data is said to contain PII of active military and Navy personnel, medical and dental records, payment and claims information, and much more. The purported group behind this post says, quote, "For most U.S. individuals out there doubting us, we probably have your personal data," end quote. And now a word from our sponsor, Conveyor.
All right, so bit of a flex there, right? Like we probably have your data. Okay, so guys, if you didn't remember, I know this is tough to see on the stream, but if you don't remember, basically, Black Cat Alfie hit Change Healthcare. Change Healthcare went down, couldn't write prescriptions, physicians couldn't get paid, rev cycle was all jacked up. They paid a $22 million ransom to recover, basically, and Black Cat Alfie exited. So the exit was basically taking the $22 million and piecing out. Now, I am firmly in the camp that basically Alfie gave this group right here table scraps and said, hey, for your trouble, here, have this and see if you can get some cash, straight cash, homie, for your effort. So Ransom Hub is the threat actor group. They just came on the scene in like February 2024 or something like that. They're relatively new, which makes sense because they're basically a fork in order to realize money. Now, again, United Healthcare, Change. So it says Change Healthcare and Optum Group, which I think are part of the same. The United Healthcare I don't know about. But basically, I think they're just trying to do one last cash grab before closing up shop, right? Like if you had one more, bite of the apple or one more swing at the what the frick do they call those things? Piñatas, just why wouldn't you on your way out, right? So It's almost like when you're like leaving a bar or something like that, and like there's like one dart, and you like just take it and like whip it at the dartboard. You don't really care, but it's like it's a thing to do. So yeah, that's what's up. All right, let's go. I'm really crushing on time here. Not good.
Conveyor is the AI security review automation platform helping InfoSec teams automate everything from security sharing a SOC 2 to one-click auto-filling security questionnaires with AI, so you can spend almost zero time on the manual tasks that make you want to cry into your laptop. Teams like Lucid Software are finding, in a free proof of concept, that Conveyor's AI is better than the rest. You can learn more at www.conveyor.com, that is CONVEYOR.com. And mention this podcast for 5 free questionnaire credits when you purchase a pro plan.
All right, I'm skipping the mid-roll.
Exposes AWS and Google Cloud credentials. According to researchers at Orca Security, this new vulnerability, dubbed Leaky CLI, targets command line tools used in cloud environments, quote, exposing sensitive credentials in logs, posing potential risks to organizations utilizing AWS and Google Cloud platforms, end quote. This flaw is similar to a previously identified vulnerability in Azure CLI, labeled CVE 2023-36052, which Microsoft fixed in November. Despite that, AWS and Google Cloud CLI remain susceptible to that same flaw. Details can be found in the Orca Security Report. The link is in the show notes to this episode. Putty.
All right, so if you're working in a CI/CD environment, DevOps, you are using the command line interface all over the place. You're probably also doing a lot of automation and stuff like that. This leaky CLI flaw, basically you can get creds or like keys in order to access people's infrastructure, which is terrible. You don't want that. Really quickly, the thing that jumps out immediately to me is CVSS score of 8.6. When you see something that sounds really bad, but it's under 9, typically it means that there's some like level of complexity or there's something like you have to be local to the network in order to do it, which is probably not the case for leaky CLI for CI/CD pipelines. But I'm just looking right now. Like when I saw 8.6, I'm like, okay, this isn't like liar, liar, pants on fire here. You can see here they've got the CVS score calculated. I'm looking really quickly. Okay, so the attack vector is the network, right? So you have to be on the network, which is, again, what I think the problem is. The complexity is low, which means it doesn't require a lot of effort or energy or sophistication. It doesn't require privileges. Confidentiality is high, integrity and availability is low. That's kind of funny though, because like basically once you get access, you could modify those things. But I think that the reason this is only an 8.6 is because of needing access to the I believe network means local area network. Fact check me on that, but obviously here's the deal. If you work in a big tech shop that uses CI/CD, you do, right? If you're using Amazon, if you're using Azure, but usually I feel like you see Amazon AWS with the CI/CD pipelines more. Just send this over to your dev team and say, hey guys and ladies, like check this out. Is this an issue that we need to be concerned with? This is a straight send it to the developers, right? All right, let's keep going.
SSH client found vulnerable to key recovery attack. A critical vulnerability impacting versions from 0.68 through 0.80 of the Putty Secure Shell and Telnet client, that is PU capital T capital TY, could be exploited to achieve full recovery of NIST 521 private keys. This is according to its maintainers following its discovery by researchers at the Ruhr University Bochum in Germany. The flaw has now been tagged as CVE 2024-31497. Putty is a free and open source terminal emulator, serial console, and network file transfer application and was originally written for Microsoft Windows. It is used to connect to remote systems for system administration, remote file transfer, and troubleshooting tasks. Credible takeover attempt similar to...
Okay, so Putty is used all over the place, okay? And if you didn't know, now you know. But like, here's the deal. This is really interesting. If I had to guess, this is making news because it's Putty, and Putty is like Windows Terminal. I mean, it's like, it's so ubiquitous in industry. And if you've never heard of Putty, go check it out, because like basically it's a standard tool that like literally everybody has used at some point in their career. So you'll want to know it. The thing with this is, I think that's why it's a news story. You have to have compromised the server hosting, I believe, the SSH server. So like, you already own the server. You'd have to have several signed messages from the private key from the person you're trying to compromise. Like, you need to do like a, Marvel's Avenger Quantum Mania level of things lining up for this attack to work. So yes, it's an attack. Yes, it could be done. Part of it makes me almost wonder if this is if this was a academic research. Yeah, look at Room University. Like, exactly. Dude, like, you can tell when it's academic research just by, like, kind of like the, I don't want to say silliness, because this is a real thing, but just like the unrealistic in practice. Like, we don't have to protect from this because it's so exotic. All right, let's keep going.
XZ-Utils backdoor stopped by researchers. Security researchers at the OpenJS Foundation, which monitors JavaScript projects, have stopped what they call a credible takeover attempt, which resembles the recent XZ-Utils backdoor incident. The researchers said that on Monday they received a, quote, suspicious series of emails with similar messages bearing different names and overlapping GitHub-associated emails, end quote, all of which, however, asked OpenJS to designate the senders as new maintainers of the project. They stressed that this type of social engineering attack preys on exhausted maintainers. According to The Record, quote, Chris Hughes, chief security advisor at open source security company Endor Labs and a cyber innovation fellow at CISA, said an estimated 1/4 of all open source security projects have a single maintainer, and 94% have fewer than 10. Cryptojacker arrested.
Okay, really quickly, how is this similar to XZ-Utils backdoor? Like, I guess because it's an open source project and they're trying to get in, but like, you don't know that the threat actors were trying to insert a backdoor. Like, they literally were trying to social engineer the open source repository maintainers to give them access as a developer so they could commit code. You have no idea if they were going to put a backdoor in or a keylogger or, just a goatsy ASCII art or something, you know what I mean? Like, so like, just, this is a little bit of a speculation on what the deal is. Here's the deal. If you use open source software, be mindful. If you have, this is a real attack and you got to be ready for it. Unfortunately, open source software isn't typically maintained within corporations, so you can't educate your development staff because the open source software is maintained by people who care and want to do that type of stuff. So, hopefully they learn. This would be a good opportunity to make a social media post and connect with people and let them know about this attack.
For defrauding cloud providers of $3.5 million. Charles O. Parks III, known under the rather clever online handle of CP30, is a resident of Omaha, Nebraska, and allegedly, quote, registered multiple accounts with 2 cloud providers to access cloud computing resources that he used for mining cryptocurrency, end quote. According to the indictment, he used fake identities to set up numerous accounts, and he not only did not pay for the cloud computing resources that he used to mine for Ether, Litecoin, and Monero, but he also, quote, convinced the cloud providers to offer elevated levels of cloud computing services such as GPUs and the tools to maximize cloud computing power, end quote. When confronted with inquiries regarding unpaid bills, he simply chose not to respond. However, these companies are now alleging fraud to the tune of $3.5 million. Remember, we're launching Season 2 of Capture
All right,
the CISO
so
today,
let me do this.
April 17th.
First of all, way to go. Here's the deal. You're going to, do stupid stuff, get stupid prizes, right? Basically, cryptojacking feels like a victimless crime because, it's like, oh, my computer, I wasn't using it anyways. But guess what? Someone pays for it. When you scale it up to where you're making millions of dollars, it's definitely footing the bill. And by the way, the energy bill is more than $3 million, right? Because if you're making $3 million and it costs less to make it, you wouldn't do crypto jacking. You would just literally do it at your house legally because you're going to make more money than it costs you. So therefore, it's obvious that it costs more in energy than it does that you would produce in, Bitcoin or whatever. So having said all that, this guy got caught. I hope they make him a poster child of what not to do. Charles O. Parks III, come on down. You're going to be serving time in jail. All right. Guys, let's go. All right. What is this? There we go. Hey, guys, really quick. It was a short format show. I genuinely appreciate you guys understanding. I want to remind everybody, tomorrow I'll be back in the regular studio, and on Simply Cyber Live, we're going to be joined with Craig Connors. This guy is brilliant. He's got 19 patents. He's a chief technology officer over at Cisco. He knows what he's talking about, and we're going to be talking about like the modern cybersecurity threat landscape. Think macro level picture. So it's a great opportunity, no matter where you are in your career, to level set and really take stock of where we are in the modern threat landscape. I'm super pumped for that particular show. It's going to be wicked awesome. All right, guys, appreciate everybody here. That's it. I gotta get out of here because I'm speaking to about 150 people in 20 minutes, and I probably shouldn't run in like a bungling. What's the word I'm looking for? A bungling. Aloof professor who's like, I'm here for the talk. All right, so guys, have a good day. Kimberly, Jazzy Jazz, shout out to BSEC, Jesse, Jenny, Casually Joseph, the whole mod team for helping me get sorted out up here. Glum Hippo, thanks for the super chat. Super appreciated. What? Did we just become best friends? Yep. That would be a manual sound effect. Guys, be good. I'm Jerry. Until next time, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye. If you enjoyed that content, keep the cybersecurity train going by connecting with the other Simply Cyber community resources. We have the Discord server that's lively and always keeps the conversation going. You can connect with me directly on LinkedIn. And also every single weekday morning on the Simply Cyber channel, we're doing live daily cyber threat briefings, 8 a.m. Eastern time, as well as Thursday at 4:30 p.m. We're doing live stream interviews with industry experts, and we produce videos that we push out every Wednesday morning. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. I hope you enjoyed the content.